Aloha, my friends. This is Billy Wiggly coming at you live from the Ninth Island, Las Vegas, Nevada. How's everybody doing so far? Are you staying positive? You know that that's the only way to be. Stay positive. Check it out. Have you ever had a conditional formatting? I mean, you don't see it there right now because it's off. But what if I want to see conditional formatting and I decide, let's turn that conditional formatting on? And what if we decide, well, let's turn it off? On, off, on, off, on, off, on. Let's learn how to turn our conditional formatting on and off today. Check it out. Woohoo! All right. So here we are, getting ready to get ourselves some more skills, especially on conditional formatting, because sometimes we like to have that visual representation, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we want to be able to turn it on and turn it off. And there's just a simple technique, and let me show you real quick how you can do this and impress your boss, your clients, your customers, your friends, and your colleagues with your Excel ability. That was my coffee I just kicked over. Well, knocked over. But luckily it's got a lid so nothing spilled. Ha! Don't get mad. Get skills. Get coffee cups with lids so you don't spill all over your stuff. And now let's focus back. That was a squirrel. Squirrel! Now let's focus back on what we're going to do here. So we're going to apply conditional formatting that controls when we turn it on and off. So our control is going to be right here, and our control is conditional formatting. So what we have is we have conditional formatting already applied in here. That's going to give us the positive, the up arrow or the down arrow. We're using the icon sets. So when I go right up here to my home tab where all of my formatting options are, and I go to the styles group, we see that we have conditional formatting, and I want to manage the rules. So here we see that we have, let's delete this rule right here. Let's create a rule that's going to give us our up and down arrows. So here we go. So I'm going to say we're going to create a new rule that's going to format all cells based on their values. And right now I'm going to do my icon sets. I'm going to choose these icons right here. I'm going to show the icon only. I don't want to see these numbers right here, just the icon only. So let me click on show icon only. And then when the value is greater than, I'm just going to put a number greater than, let's say, 20%. Just to put something in there. When the value is greater than, or you know what, greater than or equal to whatever the increase is right there, and I'm going to make that a number. So once again, it's going to be controlled by that, and I don't want any icon for the mid-range. I'm going to use a number also for the bottom. I'm just going to leave it at whatever I put right in here. That's got to be an equal. Boom, there you go. All right, so now I press OK, apply, and then right there we have our conditional formatting in place, and it's controlled by these numbers. So I want an increase of 30%. It shows me a decrease of like 20%. It shows me which ones decrease 20%. Now let's go right ahead and put in the control that's going to turn on and off this conditional formatting right here, and the control is right there, and that is conditional formatting. So we're going to add another rule. We're going to select this range of data, control shift arrow down, where we're going to apply conditional formatting. So we're going to go back to our home tab or styles group, go to new rule, and for the new rule in this case, let's zoom right into it. For the new rule, we're going to format all cells based on their values. I'm going to say I'm going to use a formula to determine what cells. to format. And that formula is going to be equal to, let's move right over here so you can see this. Format values when this formula is true. When K4 is equal to off. Okay? And then I'm not putting any kind of formatting or anything. That's just a rule. When this formula is true, apply conditional formatting. But there's no format. Now watch this. I'm going to press OK. And then now I want to make this work. So I'm going to go back to my conditional formatting, manage rules in this worksheet. Okay? And now I want to make sure that this particular rule is the top rule, the first rule. If you do this and this rule is not the top rule, go ahead and use your arrows right here to make it the top rule. Watch, I move it down. We want our new conditional formatting that controls when you turn it on and off, we want it to be the top rule. And the reason why we want that is because if that is true, stop the rest of the conditional formatting. So when the first conditional formatting event is true, stop the rest. And when cell K4 is equal to off, that'll be true. So it stops all the other conditional formatting. Apply it, okay, and there we have it. See? Now I can just go ahead and say, well, turn it on. Just like that. It's on. It's off. On, off, on, off, on, off. Isn't that cool? And you're saying, wait, but what if I don't want to see those numbers? Well, it's easy. You can just go right back into your conditional formatting, manage rules, click, and for this one, we're going to actually have to change the color of the fonts because this is a different conditional formatting. So I'll go right in here and I'm going to say, make that font color white in case you just didn't want to see it, make it white. And then now when you type in on, only the conditional formatting is on, off, now you don't see anything. So you've got options, my friends. And remember, I've got a shortcut tips and tricks workshop coming up on September 8th. More details will be coming soon. It's going to be called my 30 favorite Excel power tips. Shortcut tips and tricks for you to catapult your Excel skills to the next levels. And remember, my friends, like I always say, keep on learning. I love you. And remember, don't get mad, get skills. Aloha.